It's George here with Roofgraf. Quick video today on how to generate a roof report and a proposal for a project which is a new construction project where no existing imagery is available. So as always, we'll start with the plus icon down the bottom here. We are creating a proposal. Next, we'll enter in the address of the property we'd like to work on. So I've chosen a random one out in Fort Myers for today. You'll notice obviously there's no existing building in that part of the world. So we'll go straight to confirm imagery. And then whereas normally we would be using the existing image, for today we'll be uploading our own image. So just hit the icon there. From there we'll jump into just a sample blueprint for today, and we'll go to start measuring. So just an extra step really there, guys, as I say, uploading your own image rather than just using what's been provided by, say, Nearmap or Google. In terms of actually generating the report, getting the measurements, it's the same as always. So starting in the top left, all we're doing here, guys, is just basically tracing out, to begin with, the perimeter of the roof. So just clicking on each corner. As I am here, I'll get nice and zoomed in, make sure I get exactly on those points. And then what you'll notice here is obviously as we're creating those lines, we don't have any real dimensions. Everything is labeled with 0 inches for now. So once we've finished tracing out our lines, we will need to scale this image by providing one linear measurement. And this is something that you should presumably be able to get from the plan. For example, we can see some labels here with specific dimensions. Now, as always, once you've got the perimeter in place, obviously you'll need to draw in your internal lines. So starting at an existing point, anywhere on the perimeter is fine. Just clicking on each corner until you arrive back at your perimeter. Obviously coming back to add in any missing lines. So just bear with me while I get the rest of this one on. If we work down in the corner here, we're going to start at the perimeter, go round the dormer, back to the perimeter, and then, as I say, just adding in the hips and ridge as we have on this one. Now, just like always, guys, we're not using the colours at this stage. We're going to colour the lines in later on. And for many of you, you'll be used to using the auto pitch function, which will actually find those line types for you and give you the pitch of the roof. That is not obviously available for these types of projects because we're not using existing data. We're actually sort of, uploading our own drawing, and there's no sort of LiDAR data that would allow us to capture that pitch. So in terms of identifying the line types and the pitch, that is a little bit more manual, but obviously still a great way to come up with an accurate roof report, and from there obviously bill of material and proposal. So just bear with me, a couple more lines to do here. Again, for those that are brand new to the software, remember if you've not drawn something correctly, you can always pick up these corners and drop them back into place. I'll just move that one over a little bit as well. There we are. And I think just the last one here is that valley down into this point. So I'll just take a second to review, make sure I haven't missed any lines. It's all looking pretty good. And then, as I say, rather than using that apply button, which will essentially find the pitch and colour the lines in for us, we'll be doing that more manually. So you can see from the plans here, this one's actually labelled as a 5/12. Appears to be the case in all parts of the roof. So the first thing I'll do is edit my pitch, click anywhere on that roof, and then enter our 5 pitch. We'll apply that to all facets automatically. Now we still have the labels here at 0 degree, or 0 inches I should say. When we're scaling the image, we're going to use the edit length tool, and it is important to try to use a measurement that is parallel with the ground. So for example, this 15-foot 1-inch length that we have here, I could go to edit length, click on that line, and enter in here 15 feet and 1 inch. I'll recalculate that, and you'll see now we have a value for all of these measurements. So obviously we just need that one sample measurement there just to scale the image. Once you have all of the correct measurements in terms of numbers, and you have the correct pitch, then very simple job of just identifying which lines are which. So I'll start by selecting Eve and then clicking on all those E's, and you'll see them change to that dark blue color. So this is actually going to give us a lot more information in our report in terms of how much eave we have, how much valley, rake, and so on. And that obviously, besides just giving us a detailed report, will also give us the bill of material as well. One step I would advise you guys for as you are identifying those line types, giving it the color, is actually to untick the box at the bottom that says show dimensions. That will just help you to find any smaller lines, for example this one down here, that we may have otherwise missed. And while I'm down here, I'm just going to move that corner back into place as well, just like so. So continuing on, a couple more eaves on here. One, where else are we missing our eave? I think there's a couple of eaves on this side as well. You may notice we're adding some orange lines on some of these eaves. So your orange lines, guys, is your flashing. That will be added automatically. You see here we have additional roof material below that eave, which is why we've added the wall flashing automatically. Once all your eaves are in, you can move on. We'll do hips next. So those go in red. Very, very simple. Just clicking on each of our hips. Oh, got that one wrong. Bear with me. 1, 2, 3. There we are. And then, as I say, just a couple more to be done here. We've got our ridge. That's going in green. And I think it's just valleys after that. So valleys in yellow. And that, guys, as I say, a couple of extra steps to what you're probably used to, but that is a way for you guys to effectively generate your own roof report using, a drone image even, or in this example, a blueprint from an architect. Once we complete that drawing, it's the same as any other project in Roofgraf. So again, we just run the measurements through your templates. You can obviously change your templates if you need to, and that will give you your material list. Obviously, things like plumbing vents, as we have discussed previously, those will not be calculated, especially not on this kind of drawing. So you'll need to populate that, as and when you have that information. Just take a second to review the costs. Obviously, you can edit if you think there are additional services, maybe a skylight on this one, for example. And then from there, we'll save. We'll enter our customer's information on the next page. Bear with me, my internet's slowing up there a little bit. Here we are, customer information, and then we have a proposal, just like any other in Roofgraf. We'll still display that image that we use for the measurements, but not giving them any real measurement data in terms of number of squares or anything like that. And obviously the proposal is, as always. So hopefully that gives you guys a hand. Again, any questions on this or any other feature, don't be afraid to give us a call. 888-997-1101, and my extension is 108. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.